Behavior is going to be your goals. How do you like, or the subject wants to behave ideally? So basically, where you are and where you want to be. Basically, yes. And over here, what will be then the quantitative change? What does quantitative mean? Not exactly. Okay, yeah. So quantitative would be counting numbers, fractions, percentages, sums and subtractions, right? So it is not good enough to just define where do you want your patient to be. You need to describe his new behavior in quantitative terms, right? So I'm procrastinating, right? Target behavior, let's say. Which don't just put it like that, right? Well, maybe target behavior can be very succinct, but I'm procrastinating. What do I want to stop procrastinating, right? Like, okay, but what does that mean, right? What counts as procrastination and what counts as just resting, right? How often do I want the patient or the subject to maintain the behavior before procrastinating again, right? What am I going to define as successful or unsuccessful modification, right? So you have to put it in terms of number. So I want to lift more weight at the gym. Okay, what exactly do you mean by more weight, right? Is it a percentage? Is it like a rough number of like in the weights literally? You have to put it in numbers. Okay. So before we go into the next steps, answer these three, please.
Can we ask for your help?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because in my case, I don't know how to write the quantitative behavior, and it's social skills.
Okay. In your case, by the way, necessarily you would have to define it precisely. You would have to answer what. So let's say that this person, just by chatting with you, what this person does. Okay, so basically, if you say this person doesn't talk, then your target behavior will be verbal function. Okay? Or in this case, because this is the target behavior, will be efficient.
I wrote personal skills.
You have to specify. Because, yes, but it's so general that you have to define exactly what is the thing that the patient or somebody is not doing. Yes.
You told me about talking about one day, this person has to talk to a certain
That's okay, man. But as an end result, I suppose that you remember how much I would say that specifically the quantitative change. Yes? What do I mean by this? I chose 20% because, I don't know, it's a good number, right? No. You should have a readily explanation of previous research in this area has shown that patients often have a change like this and like that in this behavior. Right? Why did I choose 20%? Because in the literature it says that most patients actually achieve 20%, and that's what makes it credible. Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Number one. Number two, in general, I am also noticing that you're a little bit, I hate to repeat myself, but general about the desired behavior. Yes, these are your goals, but to prevent trouble later, the more specific you can be, the better. Yes? Most of you are correct in your desired behaviors. Yes? But you are at the same time staying too general and not specifying just what is the thing that you have to change in your patient. Okay? So you have to become way more specific about that. Remember that behavior is literally the thing that you see your subject doing. What is it in itself, the thing? Okay? So that would be my two general feedback. Back there, does this more or less give you an idea of how to fill each section? More or less? Okay. Remember that you already did some research on this, right? So use that as a foundation to answer what's the target behavior. Well, no, you define the target behavior. What's the desired behavior and what's a realistic quantitative change? Yes? Right. Questions? What time is it? I think we are way...
24.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Next section. Relevant beliefs. Who can tell me what's a relevant behavioral belief? Huh?
I was not sure about what I was saying. I was thinking
Remember the graphic that we saw a million times? Where each element interacts with the other elements? What is a relevant behavioral belief? We have like 2 classes of this.
That is to use the efficiency of the method you're using to
No.
increase the possibilities.
Nope.
The thing you're thinking constantly, which te evita.
Prevents? No.
Okay, the thing you're
Avoids?
thinking constantly that is keeping you in the possibilities of changing the behavior. I don't know if I explained that right.
Not necessarily.
No?
No.
But I was trying to learn.
Okay, so no one remembers this, okay. Uh-huh.
The attitude towards the behavior.
The attitude towards the behavior. And what sets your attitude towards the behavior?
What you're thinking.
The subject.
About
How you feel.
Okay, yeah, halfway there. Very good. Uh-huh.
the consequence.
Very good. Okay, there you go. The attitude, okay, exactly. The relevant behavioral belief is the attitude you have about the behavior in question. And what sets your attitude towards the behavior is what do you think is going to happen when you do the thing, the consequences, right? So, how do you want to...
What do you think is going to happen? What?
After the behavior, the consequences.
Oh, okay.
The thing that Skinner was saying.
The relevant belief, right?
The relevant behavioral belief. So basically, if I do the behavior, if I do the thing, what's going to happen? This is, by the way, these three are referencing the desired behavior, not the target one, okay? The desired behavior. Okay, and now you may think, okay, when I stop biting my nails, my behavioral belief is that I'm going to be very happy because now my nails are beautiful, right? But, yes, and there's going to be an element of, I am biting my nails to give some control to my anxiety, right? So yes, I do have the belief that my nails are going to look better, but also I am a little bit worried because if I'm not biting my nails, my anxiety, I believe that my anxiety is going to increase, right?
Yeah.
Remember that there's a reason why the patient is not doing the thing already. And that thing is going to be one or a combination of these three. What?
Okay.
So answer that.
You said behavioral was what the patient thinks. Normative is what people are going to say.
And just as a rundown, that's the behavioral one. The normative is what are the relevant people around me going to say about the behavior. And the control one is how easy or how difficult I think the behavior is going to be. Right?
It's not easy.
What do you think?
One of the subjects is yourself. Maybe you are not going to have access to that until you interview your subject. Okay? Or at least you ask them, maybe not interview, but just ask them directly, hey, how do you think people around you are going to react when you change, right? Which, by the way, is not always positive, but whatever. All right. Okay, so maybe you shouldn't think too much about that one, okay? The relevant beliefs one.
Yes, we need the patient.
Because you need to ask the person. These are going to be very subjective to the subjects. Okay, more or less the same is going to be true for the next section, the status of perceived self-efficacy. Same with that one, because you have to ask the patient how self-efficient he or she feels about it. Yes. Well, you need to ask. Maybe you don't have to do the entire thing. Yes. I would like you instead to focus right now on the last section, the gradual intervention protocol. Yes? Okay. So, who was, okay, you, Diana, you were telling me that your project is about working out. Yes? Okay. So, if you go and start, let's say, from zero, and then you try to apply the desired behavior.
150 minutes.
Exactly. What's going to happen, best case scenario, the patient or the subject is going to do it once, and then the patient is going to get fatigued, and then the patient is going to quit. Exactly. So you have to figure out a way of ramping up to your desired behavior, right? You have to go step by step. Now, you, just by knowing the target, desired, and quantitative change, you should be able to develop a step-by-step situation.
That was for the gradual intervention.
Gradual intervention program. Exactly. Also think that how you are going to reinforce each one of these steps. Right? It doesn't. Yes. Right? So it doesn't matter if you're like going step by step. If you don't give reinforcements for every step, it's not gonna happen. Yeah? You have to do the thing, you have to do the Skinner thing. Yes? Okay, so think about it and let's see what happens.
What was the method called vicarious?
What?
What was the method called vicarious?
Vicarious experiences.
Do you like chapulines?
What?
Do you like chapulines?
Yes.
Do you want them?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Where did you get them?
Sam?
Oh, nice. Thank you.
So, for example, our patient has diabetes, but our patient needs to work out. So, what our reward is, our patient loves dessert, like sweet cannolis. So, for every week our patient works out 150, our patient needs to do it minutes, not we give our patients one cannoli.
Hermana, podemos ir a ese el 13 el sábado a la playa, el domingo a la de Jessica y after saber en dónde, güey.
Exactly. So in this case, I would recommend against it. You are giving sugar.
That's what I told her.
And it actually
Me acuerdo cómo era la lidiar en la primaria y me caía de la verga.
A minute of your attention, please. Settle down, relax, guys. Breathe. Okay, excellent. This is good enough. All right, so write the names of the teammates in the paper and give it back to me. Excellent.
¿Qué?
Thank you. Yeah, give me back the paper with your names in it.
Come. I thought that we have to do this like next class. Like we in my house do it, and when we have to came, I gave you what I have.
No. Well, you have it there, right? Something, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Write your name and give it to me.
Okay.
No worries. No, don't worry. Well, worry a little bit. There should be something about the protocol. Just
Oh, you're so funny.
no. One final thing.
Aquí segundo.
Oh, okay, guys, listen up. Guys, this is important. So the reason I am asking for
Do I
this,
have to worry that you can really write everything?
just give it to me. Okay, so the reason I am asking for this bag with your teammates' names on it, this is very important, is because I am going to call only half of the teams back for Thursday. Okay? I am going to publish in Brightspace tomorrow who has to come. Yes, you're going to work on what you saw today, huh? Which is just a draft. You're gonna make, I mean, if you wanna make a presentation or whatever with PPT, that's fine. But I need to see why the methods that you are proposing for behavioral change are credible. And it's going to be credible because they are going to match previous research. Yes, you are literally going to tell me, my patient or my subject is this, target behavior is this, desired behavior is that, quantitative change is this. The quantitative change is credible because of research, and the way we are going to achieve that change, our methods, how we are going to reinforce, what are we going to apply, etc., that is also credible because previous research has shown that it works. Okay, but I need to see the research, APA citations and references. Okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So give me those things. Yes.
Thanks.
Turbo periodo.